You know that person who replies to a text 3 hours later because they rewrote it 10 times? The one who says, I'm fine, but has already imagined 17 worst case scenarios before breakfast? Yeah, that person isn't dramatic. Their brain just never learned how to be quiet. If your mind turns small moments into full documentaries at 2 a.m., welcome. You're about to feel painfully understood. Today, we're breaking down the psychology of people who overthink everything, the ones society calls too sensitive, but science says something very different about. Here's the thing: most people experience thoughts like passing cars, they come, they go. But overthinkers, they stop every car, inspect it, question the driver, and somehow convince themselves it's probably dangerous. Psychologists call this rumination, the habit of replaying situations again and again, trying to find the perfect answer, the hidden meaning, the thing you missed. And no, it's not because they enjoy stressing themselves out. It's because somewhere along the way, their brain learned that thinking more equals staying safe. Maybe they grew up around unpredictability. Maybe they got hurt unexpectedly. Maybe they learned that one mistake could cost too much. So now, their mind prepares for pain before it even arrives. Here's something most people don't understand: overthinkers are rarely careless people. In fact, studies suggest they're often more emotionally aware, more empathetic, and better at noticing details others completely miss. They remember the tone shift in your voice, the weird pause in your message, the sentence you said 6 months ago and forgot 5 minutes later, because their brain is always scanning, always analyzing, always trying to protect them from getting blindsided. But there's a dark side to this, because eventually overthinking stops being preparation and becomes paralysis. You want to text them, you think too much, want to start something new, too many what ifs, want to sleep. Good luck. Suddenly, your brain becomes a courtroom where every decision gets cross examined until exhaustion wins. And let's be honest, the world glorifies confidence. Just go for it. Stop caring. Be spontaneous. But nobody talks about how exhausting it is when your own mind refuses to clock out, when peace feels unfamiliar, when silence somehow becomes louder than noise. But here's the truth most overthinkers need to hear: you're not weak for thinking deeply. Your brain learned to survive by predicting outcomes. The problem is, survival mode doesn't know when the danger is over. And sometimes healing looks like trusting yourself enough to stop searching for certainty. Because certainty, it doesn't exist. Not in relationships, not in life, not even in the choices you're scared to make. Sometimes you just choose and trust yourself to handle whatever happens next. Psychologists call this analysis paralysis, when too much thinking keeps you stuck. But maybe the strongest thing an overthinker can do is stop needing perfect answers. So tell me something. Do you overthink because you care too much, or because life taught you to expect the worst? And if this felt a little too personal, subscribe, because the next psychology truth might explain something about yourself no one ever could.